right, so just going to run you guys through a little bit of our tackle setups and what we here at Sette Cama use. For our spinning gear, we tend to try and have two outfits. A small boat spinning rod with like a 4,000 or a 6,000 reel on it. And that's going to be your lagoon rod, which you're mainly going to be focusing for jacks. To pair with that, what works really well here are small poppers. Small poppers in the lagoon, any type of small stick bait or floating stick bait, any sort of small spoon or bucktail jig, and then for the snapper, what work really well are paddle tails with a jig head. That can be fantastic, just your small variant. Then for the surf, we like to use 11-foot rods. We think that little bit of extra length gives you that little bit of extra distance, and distance here can be crucial. Now, we tend to pair these with minimum of a 14,000. We can go down to 8, and you can go up to 18, but 14 is the sweet spot. You get a nice speed of retrieve, holds 300 meters of line, which is plenty. As for your braid, as I mentioned with the 11-foot rod, distance can be crucial here. So here at Sette Cama, we prefer to fish lighter braid between 55 and 65 pounds. Nothing too heavy. It's not GT fishing. You don't need to be stopping. You're never gonna headstand a tarpon. So rather have a lighter braid that you can cast further, and you're very rarely ever gonna meet 65 pounds of pressure on the braid. So, and something's going to pop before that. So, 65 pound here works perfect. As for our leader material and our lures, this is a pretty regular setup. So we've got our stick bait here, a nice shiver stick, deadly tarpon lure, works for almost everything here. But then we've got a swivel, heavy duty swivel and split ring attached to 1.2 millimeter mono. That's important. The mono must be 1.2 or above. It can be anywhere 150, 200 pounds, but as long as it's 1.2 mil and above, it's good. Diameter, and I'll explain this in greater detail now, diameter here is important because the tarpon have this row of teeth. It's like sandpaper, and they grate through your line very quickly. So we don't have a huge amount of rocks to be contending with, but we do have those tarpon's teeth, and they grate when they're in a current. So you need all the abrasion resistance you can get. Fluoro works well, but we prefer mono on our spinning gear. Okay.